Okay then people, so I was about to start potting and had to nip out to Lidl, and that little parkside multi-purpose rope, so this is 70 metres, about £8. Show you, look, it's absolutely perfect. I'm going to melt the ends of course, so I've used my little device here to melt the ends, and look, instead of me having my string here, I can have a really decent piece of rope, which I think is a better plan. So before I start potting, I'm just melting a bit here, and then it's easy because you can just tie it off and it's much easier to adjust. So having done my strings, I'm going to redo them and they're going to be really good. So it seems a lot better plan to get my rope sorted out first, and then I'm going to do my potting. So join me a little bit later when we're potting up maybe. Right then, welcome back to Polytunnel. So I'm going to grow a few cucumbers, some peppers. I've got 3 varieties of cucumber. These two on the left, these are from Lidl, and these are from Lidl last year. These grew really well. The peppers, I think they were obviously Mr. Fothergirls from the garden centre. So I've got some Jack's Magic, and all I'm doing is I'm basically doing a shake, and this is really good compost. So I'm going to fill these in, dob the seeds in, put some labels, and off we go. But if I show you, look, it's really nice stuff. This perfect for all sorts really. I'd swear by it. It just seems to germinate very well. So I'll give you a little look when we've got some in and everything's labelled up. So these are all going to be peppers. You can see, there we go, peppers. I'm going to have 12, so I've got a bit of redundancy. So it's really simple. I just use a little dibber here. I'm just going to push the seed in. You might be wondering why I'm not having 2. Well, I could have 2, but in theory I've probably got a few spare. So my idea is that it won't matter, and then I don't have to repot and disturb the roots. And all I'm going to do is literally just close these over a bit, and they'll get a touch of water, and then they'll go inside my little mini propagator inside the poly to give them extra warmth. Although I think the temperature now is a bit warmer at night. It's like 20 degrees in here in the day. So there'll be a little bit of a variance, but I think they'll come out. So that's the peppers in. We'll go on and do some cucumbers in the rest of the spaces. Okay, so just giving them a little water, just a little bit of a spray. Cucumbers like to be dark, so I've put a little bit of plastic from my potting compost bag. I'm going to put the lid on, and then we're good to go. That should keep them just a little bit warmer at night because it's double insulated. We'll get a little bit of humidity in there. We're going to monitor them for the next sort of couple of weeks, and we should get something good out of that. So here we go. So there, the first little plant spotted. Seedlings in, I suppose. Okay, so I'm going to do some beans now. These are Wilco Climbing Bean Blue Lake, so a little bit older. They should grow. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put them in this thing with a lid. But what I've already done is punched a hole in here. So you've got to be careful with this. I just use some scissors and push down, made a little hole. Otherwise, they will get a bit stagnant. So I'm going to get a bit of soil in here again, just like we were doing before. Push the beans in a little bit, cover them over, firm them up, and then they'll go in one of these, and that should give me plenty of beans. If they fail, I've got a load more, so we'll see. But I think we're just about on the right territory. We'll have to pot them up a bit, yeah, but we'll see which ones survive and which ones look strong enough. We'll go from there. Okay, so the last thing I'm going to plant today is another 29p purchase from Lidl. So this is some thyme. So you tend to sow it in pots, but actually I think these trays are quite nice. So there's holes in the bottom. It's going to go into there. Going to put the lid on. Obviously it's quite nice. Just put a bit of compost in that I've already sieved. Push it down. I'm going to put them in there. Split them half and half. A little bit more soil on, and then we'll see how they go. So it's going to be a nice little sprouting of thyme, I'm hoping. So we'll see how that goes. Hey, well actually I realised I could plant a few poppies as well, so these are dead easy. So you just drop them in, bit of soil on top, bit of water, wait a few weeks, and then we'll split them up, put them out into the garden when they're a little bit bigger. So we'll see how they go. So there will be some wild poppies. It was a little freebie from a flower order that I had.